Hi, and welcome to Japanese Craft Beer Reviews. From time to time, we leave the shores of Japan and go to other countries. Today is such a day, or such an evening. And we're going to go to the west coast of the United States, and actually to the mountainous area of the state of California, to Sierra Nevada Brewing Company. And Sierra Nevada was founded by Ken Grossman. He's kind of I guess one of the legacy brewers, we could say, in the craft beer movement. And actually, he's one of the first craft beer billionaires, along with Jim Koch of Boston Beer Company and Dick Yuengling of Yuengling. So they all became billionaires. Ken Grossman began homebrewing when he was a teenager, and he opened up a homebrew shop in the town of Chico, California, where there's a state university, California State University there. Some of my friends went there. And he opened up a homebrew shop in 1976, and then started a brew house in around 1979, 1980. And in 1986, he introduced what is still considered the classic U.S.-style pale ale, Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, using what was then, at that time, kind of new Cascade hops. In 1983, he introduced Bigfoot, a barley wine, and this is a time when people were not really doing much with high alcohol or high gravity beers in the U.S. In 1987, a brand new brewery, and he opened in 1993 the first wet hop beer. And in 2009, he developed the Torpedo Extra IPA, which is a machine called the Torpedo, which he used for dry hopping. In 2015, they built a second brewery in North Carolina, and they are now the 7th largest brewery in the United States. And they're also quite proud of their environmental record, recycling, upcycling, things like that. I think anybody who knows craft beer knows the brewery Sierra Nevada. Today's beer is this one. It's kind of a special one. It's an annual release. It's called Sierra Nevada Hoptimum. And of course, the wordplay on the word optimum goes with it. So 2002 release. I had this 10 years before, well, in 2012. And this is the latest one I could find in the store. The 2003 has not been released yet. This is a triple IPA, 11%, and 75 international bitter units, so quite a lot. So we call it a triple IPA or an imperial IPA. Rate beer, there were 37 ratings when I checked, and the average is 3.98, pretty high. 98 percentile for all beers on Rate Beer, and 97 for its style. And its class as an imperial IPA there. Untapped, 5,540 ratings, and the average was a little bit higher, 4.02. So again, first released in, I think, 2011, I believe, and I had it in 2012, and I haven't had it since. I haven't seen it since in Japan. Okay, it's got some interesting artwork with this kind of hop devil here. And let's see, the malt bill for this is Carapils and 2-row pale, so nothing out of the ordinary there. The hops are Amarillo and something called BRU-1, Pato, and Simcoe. So certainly Simcoe and Amarillo, nice hops for this kind of beer. And it said that they was dry hopped 4 times, so 4 separate editions. All right, well, let's give this one a go. Looking forward to it. I'll be sipping this one slowly. They're very nice. They tell you use a bottle opener, so it's not a twist-off cap. And let's give this a try. Okay. All right, it comes off as a strongly fruity, dank. Definitely is a kind of a weedy quality, and I do mean WEED-Y. Mm. So beautiful, beautiful kind of fruitiness, light dankness. It's not really over the top. You know, the amount of IBUs you can put into a beer. People say that the average person cannot detect over 100 IBUs, and I would say, personally, I think it's probably a little bit lower than that. But you see beers like Mikkeller's 1,000 IBU, and you know, people kind of go over the top with it. It's like, if it adds to the beer, fine, but you know, at a certain point, you kind of reach saturation, I think. This too, with the alcohol 11%, it might be a little bit much, but let's give it a go. So beautiful kind of dank, fruity nose. Oh boy. Okay. So this does, I mean, it hits right away. The combination of the alcohol and the extreme hoppiness just give you a blast immediately in the mouth. Definitely strong fruitiness, alcohol warmth definitely comes through right away. Yeah, the hops are a very nice balanced mix. It's more fruity than anything, and quite malty too, actually, to be honest. At this level, it seems to be kind of approaching the beginnings of a barley wine style. I wonder if aging one of these, you know, for a year or perhaps two, 11%, it could stand it. Might really change the character. Right now, it's a little bit hot, but it's still pleasant. Yeah, very, very strong fruitiness. Four dry hopping additions, I think, really worked here. I'm not sure what the primary hop was in the brewing process, but dry hop 4 times. They don't say which hops they dry hopped with it 4 times, perhaps all of them. I don't know. Very nice, very pleasant beer. One to go slow on, though, for sure. Once again, it's called Sierra Nevada Hoptimum Triple IPA, and this is a 2002 appearance of that. 7%, 75 IBUs. So if you like Sierra Nevada, this is definitely one you got to try. Everybody has their kind of special super hop beer, and this is certainly Sierra Nevada's one. That's it for today. Please stay well, and let me know your experience with Sierra Nevada beers, and if you've had this one, tell me how did you find it. Okay? All right, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.